Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of the Most Holy, and salutations to your Akim that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and if you Akim as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Micaiah from the Camp GMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson. And on this one, hey, a lot of these women are going to suffer in the times to come, man. Okay, and the inspiration came from this lesson the brother Amwa shared to me, shared to us in the chat, which I didn't finish the whole video. About this Eve that was basically at the grocery store, and she was shopping for a few items, right? And then two individuals looked inside her shopping cart, and then they made a comment saying that, "Oh, you're doing good," in a sense like, "Yo, she's balling, she got money," and she showed the shopping cart that there was barely it was barely full. She had like some toilet paper. Let me see if I could go back a little bit. She had some toilet paper and a few items or whatnot. And then the two individuals, that looked in her chariot or whatnot, her shopping cart, made that comment of how that she's going good. In other words, they basically, because time is tough right now, man. The economy is trash. Okay, people are barely making ends meet. Okay, and very soon in the times to come when when shit hits the fan, hey, a lot of these women, they're going to be vulnerable, especially the single women, right? The single moms that don't have a man in the house, they're going to be vulnerable, man. They're going to be booties or prey in the times to come. Which go watch the video. I think I should watch like probably like 7 or 10 minutes or whatnot. Go watch the video. Subscribe to the brother's channel. Highly edifying lesson. But without further ado, man, I want to get this in Isaiah 32, man, because hey, yeah, I'm saying though, those two individuals, they make that comment for no reason, man. Because once again, very soon, when shit hits the fan, like I stated, hey, these women are going to suffer. All right, so this is Isaiah 32, and verse 9. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my word, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." And currently, these women are indeed at ease, man. This is their world, man. You know what I'm saying? These cities were built for these women. These metropolis cities, they're built for them, and to give them this comfortable lifestyle where everything is handed to them. They have daddy government backing them up. Especially the so-called black woman. She could, mess with a man and then take his seed, and then afterwards go to Daddy E to put the man on child support. So hey, very soon, like I say, you women that are at ease, man, you better rise up. Get you ready for the times to come. Okay, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless woman. Yeah, many days and years, y'all bitches going to be troubled, man. You know what I'm saying? Very soon, y'all gonna have to face reality and realize that, yo, I'm not independent as I thought I was. I'm not this all high and mighty. I could do everything by myself. Once Esau's government crashes, and then he withdraws himself from helping you, there's no more police in the streets. Hey, you'll come to find out that, yo, you're the weaker vessel. That actually I need a man to follow, to lead me, to protect me. Okay? And not just any man, a man of the Lord. Okay? Hey, I'm saying how do I say this? The stock of the men of the Lord, the prophets, is going to go up, man. How you have in the stock markets, certain businesses, they go down, some go up. But in the times to come, the stock of the prophets is going to go up. The stock of the men of the Lord is going to go up, man. And the fact that, these women are going to realize that, yo, these men, they're strong, they're stable. They're not moved like that. They have a sense of insurance. They're protected. They have food. It seems like there's no harm befalling them. I have to join myself onto them. Right? Hey, yeah, man. Okay? It says, "Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, The gathering shall not come. Yeah, the vintage is gonna fail. The gathering's not gonna come, man. You know, your so-called government benefits, hey, it's gonna be a thing of the past. Your OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a thing of the past. Okay, you're not gonna be able to sell your body anymore on the internet, you know, and then have guys drooling over you, sending you money. Nah. Once society is through, government is gone. Hey, those guys that were paying for your monthly subscription, you know what I'm saying, that were paying to see your naked body, hey, they're gonna find your address and come get it for free. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Okay, because trust me, man, they're studious, you know what I'm saying, bug outs, you know, or creeps out there that be subscribed to your pages, talking about the, you know, OnlyFans or whatnot, and they know your address. You know, they have it noted on their notebook, and they're waiting for the perfect time to just say, arrive at your door, and then, you know what I'm saying, just take you. Okay? So it goes on and says, verse 11, tremble, you women that are at ease, be troubled, you careless ones. It says, strip you and make you bare, and get sackcloth upon your loins. In other words, hey, you better get in that state of mourning, because that's what's coming. Okay, sackcloth represents a state of mourning. Okay, a state of throughness. Okay, get you ready, man. Get ready. Because what? Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Yeah, y'all gonna lament for the teats. Okay, teats going into breasts, because breast, what does it do? It nourishes a babe. So what's the teats today for them? Daddy government. Okay, so those daddy government benefits is gonna fail. Okay, and you're gonna have to see like, oh shit, I don't have daddy E anymore. I'm not independent. Let me get a man. Well, let's go up. Let's go up to Isaiah 32 and verse 2. It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. It says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Okay, and that's going to be what? A man of the Lord. Not just any man, a man of the Lord. Because these men, them too, they're going to be through. Okay, they're going to be just like these women, right? Like it says in the book of Jeremiah. Let's get that 30. They're going to be through just like these women. You know, these guys that you see that so they're tough, you know, they portray this aura of your alpha male, you know, I ain't no beta, right? Even them, they're gonna be scared in their boots because what? They don't have a stableness of the mind because they're not gonna understand, you know, the things that's going to be happening. Only the men of the Lord are. Okay. Furthermore, we're gonna have the Lord on our side to protect us. Okay, we're gonna have the Holy Spirit to keep us comforted. Okay, Lord willing, will be of that number. But as for these normal men, okay, they're going to be through. It doesn't matter, hey, if he's I don't know, a pro athlete in MMA, you know, he's a great fighter. Doesn't matter. He's going to be like a biatch. Okay, this is Jeremiah 30 in verse 5. It says, for thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why? Do men give birth? What's going on? Why are they so scared? Okay? Why are they holding their stomach as if like they're about to give birth? It's because what? They're scared. It's that fear, man. Yo, there's a certain fear that you get to where that, yeah, your heart drops to your ass, man. You know that fear, man? That type of fear, man? Okay? When you can't control it, you're just like, God damn, it just drops to your ass, man. Your heart drops to your ass. It's beating fast. You know, you're feeling the vibration of your heart throughout your whole body. Hey, that's going to be these people, these men, these so-called men of this society, man. Which they're not even men, you know. They're not men. You know what I'm saying? They're effeminate. A lot of these men are effeminate, man. You know? And it's going to show. It's going to show how that they're effeminate. They ain't no leader. They can't lead. Okay? Scared. It says, verse 7, at last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, that day is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. okay, which is approaching very fast. Okay, a time that the world has never experienced. Okay, which hey, men and women are going to be through, but especially hey, there's more men than men. I mean, there's more women than men, right? You know, a lot of them they're going to be through because the Lord has to humble these bitches. He has to humble the pride that they have on their faces, man, because they are very prideful. Okay, and that pride is going to disseminate very soon. You know, as each day goes by, man. You know, more and more bitches are realizing that yo, I'm just a bitch. I'm just a female. You know what I'm saying? And once the judgments start to be more evident, hey, they're gonna revert back to their roles, man. I'm just a woman. I need a man. Let's get Isaiah 4 and 1, the infamous Isaiah 4 and 1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right. So 7 women is going to take hold of one man. Okay. And that number 7 is just representing completion. Okay. And they're going to take hold of who? A man of the Lord once more. All right. You might have 1, you might have 2, you might have 7, you might have 20. Okay. Whatever that the Lord deems is that you could bear or that you could take, he will give it to you. Okay. Because they're going to see, hey, something is different about you. They're going to see that the Lord is on your side. Just like in the book of Eli, man. Right? In the book of Eli, you know, when that female saw Eli, she saw that, yo, this guy's protected. You know, he's not like these other guys. She wanted to join herself up to him. And she did. You know, but Eli, you know, I was like, yo, you better keep up. That's what Eli said, you know, you better keep up, man. I'm not going to be, you know what I'm saying? You better keep up if you want to come. So, hey, that's going to be our attitude towards these bitches, too. You better keep up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, she kind of came in that mind, said, yo, I'm going to wear my own bread, you know, wear my own apparel. Let me just travel with you, right? That's how they're going to see it. I'm like, let me just travel with you, man. I just want to be protected, man, to take away my reproach, right? And we're not just going to take any female on our side. You're going to have to be vetted. You're going to have to be vetted, man. You know, to see, yo, are you actually coming in a sincere mindset? You know, are you just a demon, right? We're not just going to, you know, let any bitch come around us and, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. You will be vetted. Just like right now, these bitches, they have a list that they could choose from. Hey, we'll have a list to choose from, man. Pick or choose who we want. Hey, you didn't make the cut, man. You didn't make the cut. Wait for me here. I'll be back. Yeah. Never come back through. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this as well. And what's that in 2nd Ezra 16? How that the bridegroom's gonna be taken into war. They're gonna mourn having no bridegroom. Let's get that one too, man. There you go. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 33. It says, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands, and their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. Yeah, because what? Let's continue. Verse 34. And the warrens shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands perish of famine. Yeah. So, you know, we know that World War III is on the horizon. We're seeing tensions between America and these different nations and Russia and whatnot, right? Which is building up to that World War III. And when that happens, a lot of these young men, young, old, okay, able-bodied, you will be drafted. You will be drafted to go to war. You're going to have to leave your wife here or your girlfriend or your fiance. And then you're going to die out there, man. And then they're going to be through without any protection. Okay? And they're going to be mourning through. Because they're going to see houses being ravaged. Right? 2nd Ezra 15 goes into that. You know how that one man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but he shall go with the sword in his house to take his goods. Yeah. What do you think, man? Let's say if you have a neighbor, you know she's a single mom, you know there's no man in the house, you know, and then there's another family that has it's a two-parent household, there's a man there. Who do you think, you know, who do you think's house is gonna get robbed first? The one without protection. You know what I'm saying? These single women, they're going to suffer, man. You know, and once again, just like we saw in the video, well, you know, I didn't play the video, but if you go watch it, you know, hey, those two individuals made that remark like, yo, you're doing good. You know, they saw what's in the bag. They saw what's in, I mean, in the shopping cart, man. You don't think your neighbor knows what's going around? You think the neighbors don't check out when you come in the house with, the amount of groceries that you come with? They know. You don't think they know that you're single? That there's no men in the house? They know, man. Okay. Hey, y'all bitches going to be through, man. You know. But anyways, man, I'm gonna close it off there. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach, Wadash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.